Hi everybody, my name's Sam Ernst. I'm the co-creator of the show Haven that's happening behind the pan. I'm back. Defense Grid, awesome game. I'm going to play it. I like writing part of it. I can't wait to do it again. I think you should give money to this fund. Thanks everybody.
You know, I used to spend my day and nights playing Defense Grid. Now it's this. When's Defense Grid 2 coming?
All rare stuff with no bids. You know what? I want more Defense Grid.
If you like tower defense games and you appreciate great graphics like I do, then you gotta put your money down on this Kickstarter.
I have a black crow. I have an iPad. But you know what I want? I want more Defense Grid.
Hi there, I'm Alex Neuse from Gaijin Games, and I'm dressed up as Mike Roush from Gaijin Games to give you an important message. We want another Defense Grid.
Hi, it's time for another update from Hidden Path on the Defense Grid 2 Kickstarter. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Michael.
And we're here to tell you about all the things that's happened in the last week, all the things that have happened in the last week, English, and what we're planning for the next week.
Yep. Absolutely. Do you want to go over progress so far?
Yeah, so far we are about halfway there to the minimum, and of course we want to go much more than the minimum, but you guys are doing great in getting other people to coming in and pledge, and also just your support and the amount you guys are pledging is really, you know, we're really honored by it.
Absolutely. I especially like reading the forums about all of the experiences people have had with DG. That is the part that I really like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we're at almost 3,000 people now, or maybe we've crossed 3,000 by the time that the video goes out. And in the last week, we updated the game. A lot of people went into the game and entered in several contests. Yeah.
And so I'm here to announce the winners and kind of talk about what contests we have for next week as well. So the first contest we had was the Alien Invaders, which was kind of a tech space invaders we stuck in there. And the winner for that drawing was Edery. The second one that we had was some of the maps that we had people play. We had Reversed Out of Fuel, and the winner from that drawing is Mark Dieter.
And that one was the easier or the harder of the two?
That one was probably a little easier than the other one. The harder of the two was Cross Signal's story reverse, or no, it's just story challenge, and the winner for that was Zathras.
Congratulations.
Yes.
and each of these people that we just named, Edery, Mark Dieter, Zathras, all getting AMD Radeon video cards, as Mark likes to do, right?
Yes.
The spokesmodel thing. But anyway, but wait, there's more.
Yes, we also had our YouTube video contest for I Want More Defense Grid videos, and we'll probably be showing you some of these in our videos over the next couple weeks as well. The winner for the drawing was Run. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's either Was Run or Was Run. And we also decided that we were going to actually have 2 like winners just because we liked the top 2 videos so much.
Yeah, they were both great, and we couldn't, you know, yes, one was slightly higher in likes, but we thought, you know what, let's grab another video card out there and send this their way.
So our 2 winners now are The Old Man and Spindor.
Congratulations, you guys. You did some awesome videos. I think from The Old Man, we saw something based in the world of Minecraft.
Which we're a big fan of as well. And that was really cool. We saw our logo. Well, we're probably showing you some as we're talking right now, so you can see it, but you can watch the full ones. We'll send out links.
Absolutely. And then also, Spindor's was kind of a human tower defense experience.
Yeah, that one was really fun as well.
So the video cards, they're going to go out in September at the same time that the people who are backing pledges will be receiving their video cards as well. So it'll all go out at the same time. We'll contact the winners by email. Those guys everyone's registered with email, and let you know, make sure we get your information, whether you were part of the Kickstarter or not, you were in the game, you were in part of the contest, and we're really excited to include you in this.
Oh, something that's interesting too is just to kind of give feeling to people for their odds of winning these. We had between 750 and 1,000 entrants for all the contests, and about 20 videos were entered. So kind of gives you a feel for
pretty good odds of getting a video card
if you
in either
do
situation.
A video.
Well, and the video, of course.
And we have another one this week, so there you go.
Oh, do tell. What's coming this week, Michael?
So, Jeff, since you ask, This week we have 5 more contests. We've reopened up the Alien Breeder minigame with some balance tweaks I put in that we had back in the ARG. And so you get to breed your own alien fighter, and you get to breed with your friends' aliens and some of the leaderboard aliens. And the top 100 aliens by the end of the contest will all get entered into the drawing. And you can see more of that in our in-game.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, about a year and a half ago, we participated in an indie group of people that was kind of known as the Potato Pack. And we all worked together on this ARG, alternate reality game for Portal 2. And we put in all sorts of extra content in our games. And like Mark was saying in the last video, we wanted this to be a party, and we remembered kind of the party-like atmosphere we had during the ARG.
That was really fun.
It was.
That was awesome.
Bringing back the Alien Breeder game from them, that was a lot of fun.
And in fact, that's kind of what stemmed the whole U-Monster expansion came out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the Alien Breeder game. We also have 2 more levels that we're opening up. One that you've already probably played or may have played, which is the challenge mode. What was it? It was, my cheat sheet doesn't have it, so I'm now forced to remember.
Shredder on infiltration?
No, that's the new one. Shh, giving away the secret. It was...
the loaded barrier to entry?
Fully loaded on barrier to entry, which is on my
there. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
okay. Yes, that one, fully loaded on barrier to entry.
As you can see, we do this professionally.
Yes. This is the easier of the 2 maps, and for the harder one, we actually added a shredder mode by popular demand to Infiltration, which is in the free Borderlands DLC, and so you can play that there.
And one of the things that's really cool is you can obviously go into the maps and navigate and find this and play it and get entered in the contest. But if you go to the DG2 contest button in the game, and then it takes you to the contest, if you
just hit play, yeah.
Just hit play from there, it'll take you right directly into the right map.
You should be entered either way. We just look at the leaderboards actually for that. Let's see. Oh, and the other 2 is our video for the week. And from what we said earlier, you see that odds are pretty good actually of doing it. We saw some really great stuff last time, but this time it's going to be make your own Defense Grid trailer, fan trailer. And Jeff is going to talk a little bit about some of the camera controls. He is responsible using in our engine tools all of our awesome Defense Grid trailers.
Yeah, you'll find out how challenging this can be. No, it's really great. But you get to make a Defense Grid trailer in the exact same way that we do. So there's a bunch of cheat codes for the game, and they're out there, and you can find them. Sometimes it's good to give yourself extra money, build a bunch of towers, make things look good. Pro tip: fire, always good in your video. So flamethrowers, meteors, all that stuff always make for very good videos, Teslas as well.
Yeah.
But then use the cheat codes that we have put in the instructions, both the Steam update notes and also
in the game. Actually,
in the game.
Yeah.
And then that can help you hide the UI, hide the cursor, turn off the music so that you can get all the sound effects and then put your own music track on afterwards. And then the most important one, and kind of the hardest one, is the free flying camera. So you put in the cheat code, and you have to plug in a wired controller into your PC, like an Xbox controller works perfectly, but I think we support other ones too.
Yeah, I think any of the joystick, like anything that shows a gamepad.
And basically the 2 sticks and I believe the 2 shoulder buttons kind of get you all the movement you want. One stick moves you laterally, one of them rotates, and the other 2 shoulder buttons kind of move you forward, in and out. And from that, you can do pans and wipes and swoops inside the game, and basically with all the tools that ship with the game, you can make the exact same trailer we do, or your own version, which is what we'd rather see.
And I think you'll probably have 2 thoughts. One is you'll really appreciate the work Jeff has done on the original trailers, and second is you feel free to comment on what editing controls you would like to see in the future that maybe these are not as ideal for.
Yeah, well, and this wasn't designed, it was, we need to be able to do this, and some guys quickly put in some features. But as we think about Defense Grid 2, we think a lot more about the way we'll introduce the levels, what kinds of fly-throughs might happen, and so there's a lot of features we're talking about. Who knows exactly which ones of those
No, but I think
there.
we need to have better camera controls and be able to set up paths and stuff. But
yeah, but not for this contest.
Yes, for this contest you get to do it, a hacker style.
And we look forward to seeing the results. And just like this week, anyone who submits a video of making their own Defense Grid trailer, whether with the in-game tools or with anything else that's appropriate and fits the rules, you're entered into a drawing. And for the people, or we'll say person, we took the option to go people this week with the best likes. that'll also be a video card. And so again, we'll what we'll probably do is we'll probably put a link on a website instead of keep sending updates with all the links as we get them, so that you can always go to the latest place on a website and be able to find the links of what the YouTube videos are. You can always do search. You can also always do searches as well.
And I think what we should do actually in a future update is actually put links to the winner videos inside the game so that you can click off them too.
We should talk to the programming team about that.
Yeah, we should get right on that. Yeah.
Thanks, Michael.
You're welcome.
I love it when he creates features for himself.
I know what do you do.
Yeah, well, anyway. One other thing you'll see in this week's update that went live yesterday, actually just now, but you'll see the video tomorrow, which is now, anyway. A ticker is on the bottom.
Yes. And it goes through and actually scrolls through the names of everybody who's donated on Kickstarter. And it kind of starts at a random letter, but if you wait a while, you'll see.
You'll get to yours. It'll stick with it. And it's using the Kickstarter name because that's all we really have there.
Yep.
We don't have a connection between Steam name and Kickstarter name. When we announced the contest earlier, those were all Steam names.
Yes.
And what you're going to see on the ticker are Kickstarter names.
And anybody can enter the Steam contest. So,
yes. Yeah. And we just wanted to say thank you very much to backers, and we wanted everyone who has the game to know that the backers are supporting the future Defense Grid. So that was one of the reasons why we did the ticker. Also, one of the programmers added some leaderboard logging.
Some people have had problems with their leaderboard entries updating, and we use those for the contest. But we added in some logging, so we should be able to track that down. And we're continuing to work with Steam and look through our code to see what is going on with that.
And then one of the things I wanted to do now is actually we'll cut in Dave, who actually had one of the art teams do a speed concept test, and he'll tell you a little bit more about it.
When we're developing the look for a new game at Hidden Path, one of the things we do is speed concepting. We don't tell the artists in advance what it is that we want illustrated, but at a specific time we reveal it, and all the artists have 90 minutes to do as many different concept shots as they can of that fundamental idea. They can draw, they can paint, they can sculpt, they can do whatever. They just have to get their ideas down on paper or down onto whatever medium in 90 minutes. When the clock runs out, everybody in the art team gets together and we look at each other's concepts and see what works, what doesn't work, and what can be improved and how it can be used in the game. It's a great method for just getting the creative juices flowing and focusing on the fundamentals of a new look. So we had a few shots from our last speed concept session that we wanted to share. And there's tons more we'd like to share with you in the near future.
So anyway, we think that that's really cool about the concept art, and we're glad we get to share some with you, and we'll be sharing more with you. By popular demand, people have been saying, hey, I want to know more specifically about these t-shirts. And so the art team is going, okay, we put up some concept art at the bottom of the page of what t-shirts could be like, but they didn't get the love and attention that they need to have for you to decide if you want the t-shirts. So next week's update, we expect to be able to show you some new t-shirt concept art. And so watch for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, one of the things that has come up many times, and we wanted to actually address it in the video, maybe we should have done this at the beginning of the video, but we'll see how many people stick with us, is clarifying that actually Defense Grid 2 will be received by everybody, even if it's not completely funded by this Kickstarter. When we actually do make it, you will still get a copy of it, even if it takes us, a couple iterations on other products to get there.
Yeah, the Kickstarter is the way Kickstarter rules are is that you raise money for things that get funded and then you give that to people. But we recognize that because we have such a big thing we're trying to accomplish, Defense Grid 2 is an expensive project, that even if we get partway there, we're still going to share Defense Grid 2 with you. We just need then to do other things to be able to get the rest of the money afterwards. And so that will take time. We won't know when that will exactly finish. Whereas if we raise all the money in the Kickstarter, we know we start working on it right away. Containment comes in December. And then sometime in spring is my guess. At this point, I'm not sure of when we would have like the remastered engine. And it's probably a year from now or a year and a quarter where we would have Defense Grid 2 if we were able to fund it all with the Kickstarter. But if we're not able to fund it with the Kickstarter, we're not leaving you out in the lurch. You're not just getting the very minimum. You're going to get Defense Grid 2 eventually. It's just we don't know when it will happen exactly.
But we will remember you.
Without question. And with that, we want to thank you guys very much for getting in the game, being part of contests. We want to thank you for winning video cards. It's true. And we want to thank AMD and Razer for providing prizes for the different weeks, as well as the great pledge tiers. Those are becoming more popular, and we're really excited about that. Again, the biggest thing you guys can be doing right now, you're watching, therefore you're most likely already pledging. We're very appreciative of that. The biggest thing you can do to help is to find the other people who already like this game, bring them in, help them recognize this exists so that they can decide if they want to pledge as well. Because if we get enough people, we're all going to get a great Defense Grid 2, and we're going to get it soon.
We still get lots of email every day about, oh, I didn't know this existed. If I had known, I would have been on here earlier. And so tell people that you know, share people that you have played the game with, and just let them know what's going on.
Thanks so much. And again, welcome to the team.
Yes, thank you.